The rainforests of South America are home to more animal species than anywhere else on Earth. But of all the iconic and crazy things that live here, by far the hardest group to film are the mammals. Many of these creatures are so rarely encountered that even the locals could go their whole lives without ever seeing them. And that is exactly the case for our target today, the rainforest's sneakiest predator, the tayra. This obscure cousin of the wolverine is extremely skittish and moves like a ghost. So to find them, we've come to a lodge deep in the cloud forests of Ecuador, where tayras have learned to raid fruit from their feeding platforms early in the morning. And as fate would have it, we got there just in time to witness something we might never see again.
Almost immediately upon arriving at this reserve, we have been greeted with one of the most incredible mammal sightings that we have probably ever had. There is a family of tayra moving around, taking some of the food that's primarily been left out for the birds. Tayra are mustelids, which puts them in the same family as things like weasels, ferrets, otters, and things like that. These mammals are incredibly difficult to see in the wild. If it weren't for this feeder that they've become accustomed to, we would pretty much have no shot at getting to see them, much less this close up.
It's obvious just from watching them traverse this feeding platform that these guys are expert climbers. And in fact, tayras are semi-arboreal, meaning they're just as comfortable moving through the trees as they are on the ground. Using their long tails for balance and sharp, curved claws to grip onto tree bark, they can navigate super thin branches with ease, and their paws are lined with sensitive, whisker-like hairs that let them feel what they're climbing on without even needing to see it. Moving fluidly between terrestrial and arboreal habitats lets tayras exploit a huge variety of food sources. Meat does make up a large part of their diet, as they'll hunt everything from small prey like rodents, lizards, snakes, and birds to larger species like opossums, monkeys, and even deer. But their other food options are more unique. See, tayras eat a lot of fruit, which is pretty unusual for a mustelid, and they'll also take honey, eggs, and carrion when they can find them. This varied diet gives tayras a huge advantage in the highly competitive rainforest ecosystem, where everything is constantly searching for its next meal and no food source is left untouched for long. The tayra's flexible diet and habitat preferences have made them extremely successful throughout Central and South America, and healthy tayra populations can be found from Mexico to Argentina. But while these animals aren't necessarily rare, their cryptic habits mean they're very rarely seen by people.
We're getting shots that I couldn't have imagined we would ever get. And the cool thing is, these animals are completely wild. Just because they're on a human structure does not mean that they live here. They come up here, take the food that they need, and disperse back into the forest. This is an incredible encounter. They seem to have moved on now, but the shots we were able to get are insane. Evan and I are reeling right now. I really thought we would not see tayra.
Any tayra sighting is a rare opportunity because they maintain large home ranges and are mostly solitary, so usually all you can hope for is a fleeting glimpse of one. But what makes this encounter so special is that there are actually 4 of them here. And though groups like this have been captured on trail cameras before, to our knowledge, this is one of the only times they've ever been filmed in person. There are only a few records of multiple tayras together, and these are believed to be family units of mothers with their adult-sized kids, or actually kits, which is what we think this group is. Kits are fully grown by 6 months of age and will strike out on their own when they reach about 10 months, so they might not be around for long. And this brief look at our lifers could be the only one like it we ever get. This is what we live for as wildlife filmmakers. Our mission is to provide a record of all of the incredible animals we share the planet with, to hold humanity accountable for everything we have to protect. And this encounter is an important scientific observation that gives us a rare window into the lives of these secretive predators. But there are even more dangerous hunters hiding in the cloud forest. And one of the targets that brought us here is a viper so rare you've probably never even heard of it. The Ecuadorian toadhead. If you want to find out how deadly it really is, check out this video to follow our whole mission to track down this legendary snake. And with that, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.